Robbie here from Arsenal Fan TV. The guys from Ball Street asked me to come over and do this video to talk about Arsenal's season and where it went wrong. For me, I can pinpoint two main factors for where the season went wrong. The first factor for me was the injury to Santi Cazorla. Santi Cazorla at the start of the season was such a pivotal part of the Arsenal team, playing in that deep line role, the way he just provided a calm to that midfield, his combination in the midfield alongside Coquelin with Mesut Ozil just in front, the balance was just right. Everything was just right. And if you remember, up until the point that he sort of dropped out of the team, our defence was very, very strong because, as I said, he created that stability in front of the back four. And a lot of people might wonder to themselves and say, Santi Cazorla, you're almost talking like he's a defensive midfielder. He wasn't a defensive midfielder, but just that deep line playmaker who will receive the ball under pressure in those areas very calmly, get it, distribute it, run with it sometimes, but it just made such a difference. When he got injured and Aaron Ramsey came into that position, he's just not that sort of player. All of a sudden, the balance was gone. We started conceding more goals. Teams started to run at us through the midfield, and we just weren't as effective as we were at the start of the season. So for me, that was the first factor. Second factor, and I'm afraid I have to put this in a way down to the manager, was the fact that we didn't buy a world-class striker in the summer. Went into the season relying on first Theo Walcott, who was doing well till he got injured. Then when he came back, was just horribly off form for the rest of the year. And then Olivier Giroud, who started off okay, but as he does in many of the seasons, just fell away. If we had had a world-class striker in Arsenal's team, who would have been able to have got on the end of the many assists, and remember, Mesut Ozil's had the most assists than any other sort of midfielder in the Premier League. If we would have had that world-class striker, a lot of those games where we had like 20 chances there, 23 chances there, and ended up drawing the game or ended up losing the game, I think it would have been different. We would have turned about 4 or 5 of those draws into victories, and that could have been the difference for our season. So, for me, those are the two main factors. I think also that in the summer, Arsene Wenger is going to have to address these. If he stays on at the club, must buy a world-class striker, somebody like a Higuain, a Aubameyang, somebody who's going to guarantee you 25 goals plus must be in the team. And also, I think Santi Cazorla is now coming back from injury, but we must buy another midfielder who can play that role. Mohamed El Nene's come in and he's started to do that role pretty well, but I consider also buying somebody like a Isco to put in that midfield that can just, again, just to create a more stable midfield, one where we're comfortable with the ball at all times. So that's two of my reasons. I don't know, let me know what you think. And don't forget to leave your comments below and tell me what you think went wrong for Arsenal this season. And don't forget to enter our competition where you can win yourself this, a signed Santi Cazorla shirt, all right? So enter the competition right now. To enter the competition, you must subscribe here to Ball Street. You must subscribe to our mates here on Ball Street. Give them a sub, and we're going to pick it at random, and you can win yourself this. This was actually given as a gift to myself, but I'm giving it away right here from my main man, Santi Cazorla. Thanks for watching Ball Street. And don't forget, you can check me out on Arsenal Fan TV and also Man Like Robbie.